Listen, how are you?
Sorry.
After all your bloody emails to me. I'm going to the police today, by the way.
No.
Well, I am, so I hope you have the stuff ready for me.
No.
I'm going.
We're not going for this.
I'm going.
Oh, you go.
I'm going.
We're all right till Friday night.
I'm not putting up with it a moment longer. Anyway, I spoke to David.
She didn't threaten anything yesterday.
What?
She didn't threaten anything.
You said to me, I stopped the thugs.
No, that's me saying
No,
that.
Michael.
I swear on you, she never said that.
Okay, listen, David called me at midnight last night, which is, I need this like a hole in the head when I'm in bed and my mobile phone's fucking ringing in the next room. He had gotten back. Now, this is what happened, and you can just blame yourself, Michael. The money is in London. Well, not London. It's out of St. Heliers. By the way, Anna's thing has, what do you call it? It's all right, whatever it is. The money is in England, and it was stopped in England, and it was stopped by the equivalent of Interpol, whatever it is in England, bearing in mind that there was 480 euros in there. And when you look at that 480, it comes in from David Garvin. And under the note for what it's from, it always says restitution under case number blah, blah, blah. He said, if you would have done 100 and something, this never, ever would have happened. He had to then go get papers and then send it back, fax it to them there to show that all this has been done and to please take the hold off. And he said, all this crap is because you didn't listen to him.
Okay.
He said, when you get an amount like 480, which in the scheme of things isn't a lot when you're talking about drug people doing millions and millions, but it is apparently over 200.
You think it was just a property in Florida or something, wouldn't you?
It could be anything, but David had to fill out, but when David did it, he has to fill out forms, only because if this money wasn't coming from America and was coming somewhere else,
Europe,
maybe it wouldn't have all these things. But David had to fill in where the money came from to show that the money was clean. Okay? And in it, it says Francis Stein, restitution of da-da-da-da-da.
Every authority in the world's seen your name.
Apparently so, which doesn't please me either.
No.
And so when someone in a banking institution sees money going to Hamlet from Stein, from this, from that, with a court order, with a restitution, with this, it is like putting a great big stamp on it saying, wait a minute, what's going on? So everyone's done what they were supposed to do. The girl in St. Helier who said she was sending it to London sent it. Not London. Don't hold me to that because Annie will say London. It was stopped there by the authorities.
All three went there, didn't they? Yeah, all three.
All three went there.
Yeah.
Okay? So David had to then contact Lonnie's friend, who is Justice Department, and say to them, I mean, you can't do phone calls. They wanted in writing.
Do what you need to do, yeah.
Do what you need to do. Here's the tax form. Here's this. Here's that. This shouldn't have happened. The guy said to David, I advised you to do it in smaller amounts. And David said, I know. And that's it.
Okay.
The money has not been taken. It's just, it's been alerted like a great big red beacon.
Wherever it goes, it gets that.
Wherever it goes.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have done. And maybe we just should have listened to David. I understand how you feel, but that's where it is. And like David says, when they get the paperwork, it will then go through the normal channels and it will be wide. But when he called St. Helier, they didn't tell him this because as far as St. Helier is concerned, it's gone. So they weren't withholding information. No one was withholding information. When it got to England, they said,
So we had it first. We had it stuck in America, yeah.
Stuck in America.
Then we had it stuck in St. Helier.
Well, in St. Helier, all they wanted was approval codes, and they got that.
Okay, but they got it a few days, yeah. Then we sent it to London, which would have been the end of it, and they
Which is not London, it was England.
Somewhere.
Yeah, you got wherever their head office is, Santander is. And again, like David says, when you're messing around with a Spanish bank in an English country from America, going back to Spain, he said it is a classic case of people trying to launder money. And ours happens to fall under the innocent thing.
Yeah.
But that's how they launder money. They go through, you have your little circle there, and it's going like a roundabout in different ways. And that's where you're getting it.
When it gets to the banks that we're going to get it from. Well, they won't.
God only knows.
That's not your problem. It's my problem.
That's your problem. Once it's so anyway, that's the scenario.
Okay. time scale, Francis?
As soon as they get the paperwork, they'll send it out. But his time was 6 o'clock last night, so I don't think anyone was doing anything until this morning.
Yeah.
You know, as far as his guy in the Justice Department, they don't, you know, they're not going to jump for me, Michael. I have to tell you that.
There's 2 UK ones, isn't there? So.
No, there's David.
UK.
Well, there's actually 3 if you count Anna's. There's Anna UK also.
Yeah. Where's hers, would you say now?
I think hers is in St. Helier, you know, just got to St. Helier. But at least hers won't have, you know, all the trouble, because number one, it's under the amount.
Yeah.
And number two, by the time it gets to the main office to send, it will be sorted. Mm. The joke will be if she gets it before anyone else.
It's all right. I don't mind.
No, I know that. But anyway, he just said that there's nothing wrong. And, you know, if you want to blame anyone, blame yourself.
Yeah, okay.
I know you're not going to like that.
Well, you get in a panic that you need the money, don't you?
I know you do, Michael. But, you know, there is just nothing more.
Yeah, it's easy to be. We've been doing it for so long that you think
right.
yourself,
Well, that's why when
I
sent you this email saying David's taking some action, that's what I meant. He was talking, you know, and then you immediately get neurotic. What does action mean?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, but maybe it was the wrong word. He was getting information, you know, whatever. But I'm taking care of her today. You can stand on your head. You can whistle Dixie. I'm not having this woman at my age and the way I am in life threatening to come to my fucking house.
Francis, yesterday's conversation with her, just for the record, so you know it, was only me. Like, you put action on your email, I put the thugs are coming, because I always think with her that if I don't stave her off for a few days, that's who comes. You know, the baddies come, isn't it? With Andrea, it's always been, But she never texted me or wrote to me yesterday. She was as nice as pie. She said, Mike, I said, because what I wrote to her was, I said, Andrea, just do me and Annie a favour and leave it out till Friday night. And she texted back and said, if that's your request, I'll do it. And there was never a threat in the world. Yeah, and what happens if the money comes on Monday instead of Friday? What are you going to say to her then, big shot? Well, you know, you're looking. If they don't wire it till Wednesday, you're in a real tight position, Michael. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll have to tell you that she was more than amenable yesterday. No, just a cow. No, we know that. We know that. And how's Annie? Annie's okay. She's stressed because she doesn't know. She can't put any structure together as to what we'll be doing or whatever. How do you think I feel? I know. No, we know. I know that. I know we're all the same. I'm sitting here saying, I said to Sandy last night, you know, maybe I won't go to Paris. Well, the hell almost broke over there last night in my house. We've got to get rid of it in the next few days or whatever. I got to go, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble with her, and I'm going to go. I want to go see Stein today, and if your girlfriend had any sense, she would be picking up a phone to me and saying, you know, I'm sorry that I appreciate all you fucking done, before I tell David to send her money to me. And you don't know how tempted I am, Michael. You don't know how tempted. And I would go to the police today, believe me, with or without you. You're not going to look after your health today. No, my schedule is to go from here to see Saeed, and from Saeed to go to Marbella Police. That was my schedule. I know that, but I've told you. With or without you. She was all right yesterday.